A lot of times students get overwhelmed and they don't know where to go or what to do. We have a very good network of referral around here, and lots of times they end up at my door looking in here and going, I don't know who to go to or what to do. And I kind of look at them and say, I'm in the roadblock removal business. I'll get around that roadblock, help you get around that roadblock, over it, under it, through it, around it. We don't care. We'll get that roadblock out of your way. We have workshops that even will help them if they don't know what kind of workshops they need. It's called LASSI, Learning and Study Strategies, and it's actually an instrument that is diagnostic and prescriptive. It's diagnostic in that it looks at 8 different scales and tells the student exactly what they need to do to address that particular need. If they have an ability to focus or concentrate, or if they can't process information correctly, if they don't do well in testing. There's, as I said, 8 different scales, and that student can take this particular instrument, and then once they've completed it, it can be scored, and it will tell them which Passport workshop will address their need.
With me being a non-traditional student, going back after being out of school for quite some time, that learning how to study, to reorganize and regroup myself, how to be able to prioritize. So going to these workshops has been a good feeling for me and given me a lot of feedback as well of how to do things in a better way.
Well, attending the Passport workshop because of biology, math, and English, and I'm a poor note taker. And by going to the workshop, I was able to develop time management skill, which is very important because I'm a single parent and I work a full-time job. So Catherine gave me a chart that I still use today with my time management, and it helps me figure out every day what I'm gonna do from day to day, time to time.
One workshop that we do is the Passport 101. It's the longest, it's 3 hours. And the student will come in and we will have 4 separate modules that address 4 major issues in the academic world. We talk about how to study, and I give them tips and skills, and these tips and tools come from the faculty. They are faculty driven. Then we talk about time management. We actually do time audits. We talk about how to study. We talk about the time of day even when to study. Then we go on to the note taking, and as I've said before, there's 5 different systems to take notes. A note-taking system that you would use for biology and mathematics is not the same one that you would use for political science or in an English class. So we talk about that, and we actually have templates for them, and we practice. We also look at test taking, and that's actually breaking down how they study for a test, what they need to do, how they need to take their notes, which is part of this test-taking process. And we talk about how to do that. And then we talk about how to deal with test anxiety, because some of our students actually have test anxiety to the extent that they're incapacitated. They can't take tests.
I was told by somebody on campus to talk to Catherine Mast about Passport. I was suffering from testing anxiety. I'd panic every time I'd go in to take a test. I would just blank out. I'd sit down to take the test and I'd know the answers. I'd study beforehand and I knew the answers. I'd get in there and I'd just blank. I couldn't answer anything. And somebody suggested Passport. So I went in and I sat down and I talked to Kathy, and she explained everything to me to where I could go in and just take a deep breath and study in small increments and not cram, and how to budget my time, and what I needed to do to go in and just relax. And it really, really helped. It improved my grades by 2-letter grades. I was able to go in and I've managed to, so far this semester, I've got A's and B's in all of my classes, and I owe it to Passport. I really do.
The workshops are not a silver bullet that fixes everything. You can't deal with test anxiety in an hour, but it's the start where we talk about what they're doing and how they're doing it. We have mentors, we have coaches. I work with a lot of students on an ongoing basis, and we keep building. There are about 14 different workshops that they can go on that build on Passport 101. They're the advanced ones. So it's not just, here's your little silver bullet, go and you're done. It's an ongoing thing that we work with students the whole time they're here.
What we do is we learn from trial and error. And many times we have to fail, brush ourselves off, figure out what we did incorrectly, and go again. And my belief is if you can learn a tool where you don't have to fall the next time, or you can have that tool so you don't have to fall, and you can keep moving forward more often, then you can reach your goal faster. And that is what Passport classes do. They give people the tools to keep moving forward. And it's a process of learning. And the key to learning is learning how to learn.
We're just the very beginning of the student success path. We have the accommodation services that I refer them to. We have the Academic Success Center with tutoring, so there's all types of additional assistance that they get. I think if I could say that I have a message to the students, is don't be afraid to ask for help. We're here as a team, whether you're talking about student success, student engagement, student services, teaching and learning services, all the different disciplines. Everyone here wants the students to be successful, and that's what we're all about. We are here to help you achieve the goals and objectives that you've set. No matter if it's one class to improve your work skills, or if it's a transfer degree, whatever goal you have, that's what we want to help you achieve.